Hey everyone, it's Ann Brockett with Save Our Seminary. During the coronavirus shutdown, we are not able to get together to have our monthly guided tours or quarterly events in the ballroom. And we've decided that we miss our members and friends, and we hope that you'll join us for our series of seminary stories, which are 5 to 10-minute tidbits on seminary history or SOS activities. And we hope that'll tide us over until we're able to resume our regular in-person activities. And the first of our series is going to be about the Statue of Justice. So for those of you who may not be familiar with National Park Seminary, it's a historic district located in the Forest Glen section of Silver Spring. And I'm going to try and sort of circle the main part of it is here, just below the Beltway. And there's a little bit more over here that's sort of the eastern part of campus. The property was initially developed in 1887 as a hotel intended to host Washingtonians during the summer, and then it became a boarding school for wealthy young ladies. It was during the school's existence from 1894 to 1942 that most of the buildings were erected. The grounds were meticulously landscaped and statues were placed throughout the campus. The property became an auxiliary to Walter Reed Army Hospital during World War II and remained government-owned until 2004, when it was released to a residential developer and the buildings were converted into condos, apartments, and single-family homes. And while the majority of the National Park Seminary has now been rehabilitated and is occupied by residents, the eastern part, which is that smaller circle I showed you across the glen from the main buildings seen here, has not yet been restored. This side contains a dormitory building called the Villa, a sorority house designed to look like an English castle in miniature, and 3 large statues that came from the facade of a bank in Manhattan that was torn down in 1904. And the statues were then moved to the seminary. And you can, I'm going to try again to circle them, but here's one. That's the Statue of Commerce. And over here is the Statue of Industry. And right in the middle is Our Lady Justice with her hand held up with the scales of justice. And here they are today. On the left is Industry with the cogwheel, and on the right is Commerce. And here is Justice. Sadly, around April 14th, the statue was defaced by vandals. Likely the work of teenagers, as you could probably guess. This type of graffiti has been an ongoing problem at National Park Seminary and a constant source of irritation for Save Our Seminary since our creation in 1989. We're the stewards of the site. We have been during the long vacancy when the property was virtually abandoned, and so we have constantly battled trespassing, theft, and vandalism over the years, most recently concentrated on this eastern part of campus that is unoccupied. We were fortunate that the spray paint job was reported to us soon after it happened by an NPS resident, because graffiti is really best dealt with right away before the paint has a chance to fully penetrate, and also to show vandals that there is a presence on the site. SOS took immediate action. Our executive director, Bonnie Rosenthal, and our longtime supporter and friend, John Talone, set to cleaning her immediately. And after several hours of gently cleansing the affected areas with an appropriate paint remover over a 2-day period, there were definite signs of improvement. A final 4th day of elbow grease and dedication shows that hard work really does pay off. You can see here that the graffiti is essentially gone. But what it also shows is how filthy graffiti justice really is. While the statue is not on the SOS Sculpture Committee's work plan for this year, we now know what a good cleaning will do for her and her compatriots in the Glen. So you can rest assured that Save Our Seminary will continue to work with this owner who owns the buildings on the east side and these statues to protect and secure his property, as well as plan for the rehabilitation of the statues. Because of the shutdown, we're unable to conduct our normal fundraising activities like hosting tours and lectures and our big semi-annual fundraiser, the house tour. We hope that you will consider supporting us at this time as we at Save Our Seminary commit to maintaining the beloved campus, telling its stories, sharing what we know. And we hope that you'll join us for the next installment of Seminary Stories, which will be on May 23rd. In lieu of our regularly scheduled tour, we will have a mini tour of the recently restored power plant buildings. So we hope to see you all then. Thanks for joining me. Take care.